purpose does the gentleman from Florida rise?
Mr. Speaker, I move that the House suspend the rules and pass the resolution H. Con. Res. 355 as amended.
The clerk will report the title of the concurrent resolution.
House Concurrent Resolution 355, concurrent resolution recognizing the benefits and importance of school-based music education and for other purposes.
Pursuant to the rule, the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Keller, and the gentleman from New York, Mr. Bishop, each control 20 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Florida.
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members may have 5 legislative days in which to revise and extend their remarks on House Concurrent Resolution 355.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself as much time as I may consume. I rise today in support of House Concurrent Resolution 355, which highlights the benefits and importance of school-based music education. Anyone who has seen the movie Mr. Holland's Opus can appreciate the value of school-based music education and the importance of music teachers who inspire our young people. I would like to thank my colleague from Tennessee, Mr. Cooper, for his leadership on this issue and for introducing the resolution we are considering today. Research has shown that students' involvement in their school music program is crucial to a complete education. Musical study develops critical thinking and self-discipline skills and improves a child's early cognitive development, basic math and reading abilities, self-esteem, SAT scores, ability to work in teams, abstract reasoning skills, and school attendance. In an analysis of U.S. Department of Education data on more than 25,000 secondary school students, researchers found that students who report consistently high levels of involvement in music over middle school and high school years show significantly higher levels of mathematics proficiency by grade 12, regardless of students' socioeconomic status. For these reasons, I support House Concurrent Resolution 355 that recognizes the benefits and importance of school-based music education. The resolution before the House today is simple and straightforward. It states that it is the sense of Congress that music education grounded in rigorous instruction is an important component of a well-rounded academic curriculum and should be available to every student in every school. As retired General Norman Schwarzkopf said, "What a tragedy it would be if we lived in a world where music was not taught to children." Music education is important to our children. It can broaden and strengthen their education and improve their lives. I commend music educators and organizations across the country for the key roles they play in helping our children succeed in school and throughout life. For every School of Rock or Mr. Holland's Opus, there are thousands of real-life music teachers inspiring our young people every day. They may not have major movies made about them, but they're heroes nonetheless. I urge my colleagues to support music education in our schools and House Concurrent Resolution 355, which highlights the benefits and importance of school-based music education, and I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from New York.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I yield myself such time as I may consume. Mr. Speaker, I want to join my colleagues in thanking Congressman Cooper for introducing House Concurrent Resolution 355, which recognizes the benefits and importance of school-based music education. He has been steadfast in his support of music as a learning tool in the classroom, and we appreciate his work on this issue. Mr. Speaker, every year schools throughout the country highlight the importance of music education. It is time to celebrate music and to use music as a means for enhancing the academic experience for students. While there has been much debate on how to teach students to read and to perform math, there is little debate that music contributes to overall learning ability. We know that students who participate consistently in music activities over middle and high school show significantly higher levels of math proficiency by the 12th grade. Additional data shows correlations between music and higher SAT scores and a decrease in disciplinary problems and risky behavior. Students who are involved in music classes in school have higher self-esteem and self-confidence than their counterparts who do not participate in music class. Unfortunately, even with all the data to support the importance of music and learning, many schools are struggling to keep art and music in the classroom. Mr. Speaker, music education is facing severe cuts in thousands of school districts throughout the nation due to budget cuts. Instead of being able to fund programs to support music in the classroom, student choirs and high school bands, local school districts find themselves struggling to find money for teacher salaries. Mr. Speaker, we must do better if we are committed to seeing to it that all children succeed. And for those who say that the 3 R's of reading, writing, and arithmetic should outweigh the arts and music in priority, I disagree. Music is a complementary academic subject and belongs right alongside math and reading. In fact, the arts are considered a core academic subject under No Child Left Behind. This reflects an understanding by Congress and the President that the arts are critical to a well-rounded education. Again, I would like to thank Mr. Cooper for bringing this resolution to the floor today and join with him in calling for more resources to our schools and to make sure that all children have access to music in the classroom. I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Florida.
Mr. Speaker, I continue to reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from New York.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to yield as much time as he may consume to the author of this resolution, my friend from Tennessee, Mr. Cooper.
The gentleman from Tennessee is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank my friend Mr. Bishop, my friend Mr. Keller, and also Mr. Porter. This is a truly bipartisan resolution. As has been explained, it expresses the sense of the Congress of the United States that music should be a key part of the curriculum of every public school for every child. Music is vitally important for the education of our young people, and this expresses the sense of this great body, this institution, that it must be a part of our school systems. Mr. Speaker, I have the privilege of representing Nashville, Tennessee. That's also known as Music City, USA. So you would know that I would be for a resolution like this. But all of us should be in both parties. In the other body, Senator Hatch and Senator Feinstein are likely to be the leads on the legislation. But I hope that every school district across this country, every parent, will realize the importance of music as a key part of the curriculum. Not a luxury add-on, but a key part of their child's education. You know, all of us love sports, and most all of our schools have pretty good athletic programs. A lot of focus is put on that. But the chance of a child actually becoming a successful pro athlete is sometimes pretty small. Whereas the chance of a child who has the ability to learn music of whatever type, it might be band, it might be piano, it might be chorus or voice, there are a variety of opportunities. The chance is probably far much greater that that child will be able to go on and develop some sort of career in the musical field. Or perhaps music will be a hobby, an add-on to their career. Some of the most successful people in the world as software engineers or mathematicians, other folks like that, have music as a hobby. So it's a vitally important part of our curriculum. I think it's also an emotional need that so many of us have. If anyone has seen the movie, the great movie, Mr. Holland's Opus, that helps show how young people, sometimes unlikely young people, can benefit from a musical education. So I appreciate my friends across the aisle, and my friend Mr. Bishop from Long Island, championing this measure to make sure that music is a part of our curriculum in all of our schools for all of our students. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back to Mr. Bishop whatever time remains.
Gentleman from Florida.
Time.
Gentleman from New York.
Mr. Speaker, I yield back the balance of our time.
Gentleman from Florida.
Mr. Speaker, I have no further requests for time and yield back the balance of my time as well.
Is he going to do this? All right. The question is, will the House suspend the rules and agree to House Concurrent Resolution 355 as amended? So many as are in favor, say aye. Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the Chair, 2/3 of those present having voted in the affirmative, the rules are suspended and the concurrent resolution is agreed to, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.